Hello and welcome to more Banjo Tooie! This is it, guys, the last little bonus episode before we take the series to a close. So we're just going to go through the game, wrap up some loose ends. We've got a checklist of stuff to go through, so let's do it. The first thing we're going to do is go check out Bottle's house, see how our buddies are doing. And we actually can't, because for some reason they actually closed the door here, so we can't go inside there anymore. But let's also go check up on King Jingling, because he was a zombie, but we restored him, so let's maybe go get a thanks, at least, or something. I mean, he was a pretty big help for our adventure. He gave us our first Jiggy that allowed us to access Mayhem Temple and get it all started, so King and Jingling is a pretty big part of this playthrough. Welcome back! Are you feeling better now, Mr. Ring-a-Ding? Couldn't be better, thanks! Hey, it's Mrs. B is a wizard cook. What does it mean to be a wizard cook? Like she's a cook and also a wizard? Maybe it just means, like, excellent? Yeah, good old Klungo probably stole all the food. And hey, we restored the little critter there as well, who's gonna squeak a bunch. Actually, if we talk to King Jingling one more time, we'll get some more dialogue, so let's check it out. It's all quiet in Jinjo Village. I think you can go home. Yeah, King Sing-Along, until your people need saving for a third time. Sing-Along, ring-a-ding, ding-a-ling. Come on, guys, please remember my name. I'm the one and only King Jingling. So that is all the dialogue for there. It's just pretty cool to see him, even though that squeaking is gosh dang annoying. But let's go back to Spiral Mountain, because we do have that last cheat code we need to enter. So let's do it. Here we go. The last 5 pages have just been handed in. And the cheat code that we get is Jukebox. So the Jukebox that I've mentioned before, well, we get it through the cheat code. So there we go. Now we just have to go into that at Mayhem Temple and all that, and then I guess I'll show it off. So here is the menu of the codes we've gotten. Feathers, eggs, fall-proof honeyback, and Jukebox. So we got all that. No more cheat codes to go, even though he said if you find more pages, bring them to him. There aren't anymore. I kind of wonder what would happen if you had like a Game Shark, you added more cheat codes and then you go talk to him. I'm not sure, but that'd be interesting to find out. But what we're going to do next is actually go inside Banjo's house, because the way that the jukebox works is it has all the songs in the game from every different zone, but only the ones that you've actually heard before will show up. And for whatever reason, I could have swore I went inside the house here and got the Banjo's house song, but apparently I never did. So now that I've gone inside here, now we should have that song in the jukebox as well. So as far as I know, I have every single jukebox song. So let's go to Mayhem Temple, enter the cheat code, and let's go check that jukebox out. If only I was better at aiming, that'd be fantastic. It's actually kind of annoying. I don't think I've ever showed this on the video, but sometimes the Moggies, the little tiger guys, they'll actually walk in front of you here. And because I have the homing cheat code turned on, sometimes the eggs will like homing towards them, and it'll make it like curve my bullet and shoot the wrong letter and screw up my cheat code, which kind of sucks. But there we go, the last cheat code, Jolly's Jukebox. Let's go ahead and turn that on. We also have homing eggs down there. I think all the ones in the gaps are just like cheat codes you're not meant to unlock or something like that. So we got everything done. Let's go and check out the jukebox. It's actually inside Jolly Roger's Lagoon, so I'll meet you guys there. Back inside Jolly Roger's Lagoon, if we go into Jolly's bar right here, well, of course, first off, we'll see Jolly and we'll see his lovely lady companion. But over here, the jukebox is activated, so if we get near it, it'll go. So now we have a whole bunch of different categories. We have Spiral Mountain, all of the different stages right here, including Cauldron Keep, Isle of Hags, and some miscellaneous songs as well. So all of the different stages, you're pretty much going to guarantee to get those songs just by beating the stages. Spiral Mountain is a bit of a tricky one. So this one, I didn't actually have Banjo's House Blues like I said. Now that one's not missable, you can just go back at any time to get it. If you don't have a song gotten, it'll still be in the list, but it'll be blue. And if you try to play it, it won't do anything. But if we go to any song, we can just hit the button, and it'll play. So we actually have every song in the entire game. The two that you really want to keep an eye out for are down here in the Isle of Hags section. Let's go find it. Right there. So Isle of Hags, this is one you really want to pay attention for. You're going to have a whole bunch of different Hags songs, but more importantly, right down here, we have the sad Jinjo houses and the happy Jinjo houses. Once you've recovered all of the Jinjos in the games, all of the houses will be happy. So you have to make sure that you go to one of them while they're still sad to get that song. Also, there's the Jingling's throne room in the Hall of the Zombie King. So you have to make sure that you go inside the King Jingling place before you restore him as well. So those two songs are missable. But aside from that, I'm pretty sure everything else you can go back at any time to get. There might be other missable stuff that I don't know about, but those are the only two that I know for sure are missable. With that, guys, we have every single song in the entire game. The jukebox is 100% completed. I guess I'll show you guys miscellaneous as well. It's just like a bunch of different pause things, the different boot power-ups, just some other stuff like that. So there you go, guys. There's the jukebox. There is the completed jukebox. You can play any song you like from the entire game. Well, we still got a couple more things to do, so let's head back to Witchy World. I just have to try one more time, guys. I have to find out if fortune will ever smile upon me. Let's go. A beating. Wow, closed already. Nope, 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 nope. Wow, she's closing her tent really fast this time. Nope, no, come on. Oh my gosh, the tent keeps closing. Nope, nope. Only 2 times. 2 things and she already closes her tent. This is ridiculous. Nope, nope, wow, nope. 1 time. Come on. Nope. Nope. Wow, 1 again. A beating. An energy bar refill. Wow. Some red feathers. I have never felt more lucky in my entire life. Grenade eggs. Wow, she's giving me everything right now. Except for fortune smiling upon me. Come on. That's 2 beatings in a row. More red feathers. That's just what I wanted. And there goes the tent again. Nope. 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 No. No. Come on. A beating. 2 beatings in a row. 3 in a row. 4 beatings in a row. 5 in a row. Holy crud. And the tent is closed. Great. Nope. Oh, 6 beatings in a row. 7 beatings in a row. Oh, something different. Oh, there's beatings again. Come on. A super secret exclusive cheat! I got it! The secret cheat is Get Jiggy! Activate in the normal way, now get lost! Oh my god, I got it! Oh, yes! Yes! How many tries did that take? Holy crud. That has been like 4 days of attempts on that crud. I mean, not like I've been sitting here for 4 days, but 4 different times I've gone back and tried over and over to get it, and I finally got it. So all along, it truly, truly was just terrible luck. The first time I got that, it took like 3 tries. This time was absurd. Well, that's not even what I was in Witchy World for. There's one thing I want to show you guys over inside the Dodgem Dome. It's just a little Easter egg. But I'm so happy I finally got the stupid cheat code. Gosh dang. Alright, so in this area, guys, there's actually a little Easter egg like I mentioned. And let's see if I can find it. It's gonna be somewhere in the stars here. There it is, guys. Right there is actually like a constellation of Mr. Pants. He's kind of the Rareware mascot, and he's also the guy that was dancing around on the TV on Boggy's Igloo or whatever. So there you go, just a nice little Easter egg. We got a couple more things to do, so let's get to it. Let's enter this dang cheat code. Get Jiggy. Finally, the Get Jiggy cheat will activate the signpost in Jiggy Wiggy's temple. I'm not sure if we have to actually go activate that one, but we got it. Oh my gosh. So let's go see if we do have to turn that on. And we do. Alright, so let's activate that. Cheat number 6 has been obtained. Let's go back to Jiggy Wiggy's temple, check out the signs, and we also want to do the Jiggy Wiggy special challenge puzzle. So let's do it. Yay. Here we are back in Jiggy Wiggy's temple for the last time. We can finally go and read these stinking signs. So here's all it does. Behold the Jiggy secret of Hellfire Peaks. So all they're showing right here is a checklist of all the different jiggies you can get. All of these different signs basically add up to be all of the different stages in the entire game. Once again, if you're on the N64, you can just do the special cheat code. I mentioned it a couple episodes ago. And also on the Xbox version, you just go to Help and Tips. You can get these jiggy tips without even having to go here, so it's kind of useless on one hand, but most people are probably not going to have as terrible luck as I did, so it's still worth going for, so you can get some help here if you need it. But let's go and tackle the last challenge right here, Jiggy Wiggy Special Challenge. Now this one is going to be much like the one from the original game. The pieces are actually rotated. Behold the super special challenge. Now you will also need to rotate pieces by pressing right stick left and right. So basically, there's a little bit more to it than just the pieces, or just the actual placement. You also have to worry about the rotation. And I think this one goes down here. There we go. So once again, it's still not too bit difficult, but this one really doesn't reward you with anything. It's more of just a thing to complete for completion's sake, and it tracks your time, so you can keep trying it over and over to get the best time possible. Oh, I really thought that was going to go there, but apparently that was an edge piece. Whoops. Yep, let's go right down there. Let's see, we could probably go for some corners or something. I think that one goes on this side. Yep. All right, corners are getting figured out. See, it's still not too bad, because you still have all the moving pictures, so orienting it's pretty simple. Well, then I just immediately mess up, but we'll be fine. Let's see, get that one right there. That is the last corner piece. We just have a couple more center pieces. One goes right there. The last one should be pretty easy to figure out. Only one way it'll possibly go in, and we got it! 45 seconds left. Jig-tastic! I declare that the fastest time of 55 surpasses the old record of 66. Apparently I had an old record I did not even know about. So there you go, guys. That is the Jiggy Wiggy Special Challenge. You can do that as many times as you like to get a faster time. But guys, that is it for our main adventure. The last thing we're going to do before we put this series to rest is go back to the menu and check out some of the special modes. Let's go do it. Oh, and yeah, we get a game over screen here if we exit game. Just part of the game. So let's take a look at a few things here. First off, there is, of course, the help and the options. Really not much to do here. There's controls, there's some settings, there's also some credits. We also have the achievements, which we have gotten all of them. So here's all the different achievements in the game. We've gotten them throughout this playthrough. We have defeat Grunty in the final battle, make a rainbow from Cloud Cuckoo Land, win a Coliseum kickball final. You know where that's from. Bring Saberman back to life from Hellfire Peaks. Shoot 20 ulcers, clinkers, or mines. That's a pretty easy one. Freeze all the octopi in the lagoon. So you just have to go around and make sure you freeze all of them. Score 60 points in a balloon burst challenge. Easy enough. Defeat the old King Cole boss. That one you kind of just do naturally. There's beat Klungo. Collect a note, an egg, a feather, and a Jinjo. You're probably going to do that without even thinking about it. Separate Banjo and Kazooie, or have Heggy hatch a stop and swap egg. So there's 2 ways to get that one. We also have 20 bad guys need to go, so beat 20 bad guys. All very easy achievements, and we got all those as we went. There's still some Stop and Swap 2 achievements we have to get, and we'll get to that. There's also the leaderboards in the game, which I'm not actually connected to Xbox Live, so not going to worry about that too much, but it's just leaderboards. It's nothing to really worry about too much. So we're actually going to go down to the multiplayer. We'll do the replay mode last, because that's where all the Stop and Swap 2 achievements are associated. But multiplayer in this game, let's go ahead and get some stuff loaded up. I've got a second controller here. We've got Psycho and Hey YouTube. Let's get signed in. We're not going to go to Xbox Live here. So press A to join. Let's get started. So what you can do here, you can either play all of the games. There's 14 different games to pick from, and you could go through an entire sequence of them, and it'll keep your score as you go. You could play some of the games and just choose the ones you want to play, or just play a single game. So let's go look at the list of possible games. We have basically a bunch of different mini games that we've played throughout the game. We have 3 FPS segments, which is kind of like an FPS showdown, which is the Target Sands Temple shootout, the Ordnance Storage shootout, and also the Clinkers Cavern shootout. I'll show you guys one of those in a bit, because there's a couple things that are different from the main game, but for the most part, it's just shoot your friends, that kind of stuff. We also have the 3-2-1 point games, you know, blue is 3, green is 2, red is 1, and those would be the Dodge 'em challenge, the Hoop Hurry challenge, the Balloon Burst challenge, the Champa's Belly challenge, the Packing Room challenge, and the Trash Can challenge. Those are all exactly the same as before. And there's also some other stuff. We have the Tower of Tragedy quiz, of course. We have the Zubba's Nest shootout, as well as the mini sub shootout. And these two are a little bit different. They're not actually shooting points anymore. These ones are, in the mini sub, you're both submarines and you shoot each other. And the Zubbas, you're both bees and you shoot each other. So they're kind of like a shooting segment again, but a little bit different. And finally, of course, we have the 2 different kickball challenges. We have the Mine Kickball Challenge, and we have the Coliseum Kickball Challenge. Both are exactly the same as you remember. So since so many of these are basically exactly as they were in the main game, I'm not going to bother showing them, but I do want to show something a little bit different in the shootouts here. So we can also pick characters. We can choose the different game length. We can choose the game type. So there's some different things we can do here. Right, so I can choose Mumbo, Jinjo, Jam Jars, Grunty. So those are the characters we can choose. The Jinjo was unlocked through one of the Heggy eggs, or the game pack on the N64. I'm going to, of course, choose Mumbo. And I guess for player 2, you know what, we'll choose a Jinjo. But I just want to point out that if you choose 2 of the same characters, they will be different colors. So you can see some different colors there, which is kind of cool. I don't know how to start the game, guys. No! Wait. Come on. Ah! No, just start the game. It just says start to play. I'm trying. There we go. Whatever I did, it finally worked. We just had to pick our controls. So I'm finally playing the game. And, well, our characters are looking pretty strange here. We have a Jinjo with a bird and a Mumbo with a bird as well. The actual shooting stuff I don't really care too much to show. But there is one thing in particular. There's actually a different type of eggs that were not even present in the entire regular playthrough. So I'm going to see if I can find some of those to show you guys. Now you can see here the eggs actually don't cycle through, so you can only find certain eggs in certain areas and all that. Oh, there's the Jinjo. Hey buddy, how you doing? Here's Mumbo. One of the power-ups is actually still here, so this one over here, the machine gun egg thing, it's still present, so you can still use that. Die, Jinjo! Mumbo is the ultimate shooter. Oh, get wrecked. Oh! Couple more hits there. Jinjo's only got 4 HP. I guess the characters have different stats, different HPs. They probably have different speeds as well. But I'm still looking for that one particular type of egg. I can't find it. Wait, there we are. There's some. So down in this area, that's a nice egg. Never mind. There we go. There, we finally found them. We got some special eggs. I don't know what they're actually called, but they're kind of like some crazy robot-looking eggs. And if we shoot them, they'll actually stick out for a bit. Where did that one land? It landed on the floor right there. And basically, they're like a timed grenade. They'll stick to the wall. They'll stick to anything. And eventually, they'll also explode, which is pretty cool. I think they might be based on you touching them. I'm not sure if they will blow up over time. Yeah, I think there's proximity mines. And I've just killed myself. Good job. So we have some proximity mine eggs, basically. There's one other thing I want to show you guys. Oh my gosh, look how fast the Banjo is. This is why they have low HP. Right over there is a special item though, and I gotta find a way to get over there. There it is. Okay, so we can actually get a honey jar. And what this will do is basically just camouflage you. So if we go over to the other screen here, you can kind of see the Banjo as we stand still. Will mostly vanish. Not completely. It's never like a complete invisibility, but you can see they can be pretty hard to spot if you're not really looking out for them. So kind of just like a camouflage effect. Pretty nifty. And that's just about all that's different for this, guys. So that's pretty much it for this minigame section. Let's go check out the replay mode. Then finally over here we have the replay mode. So with this one we can do a few things. We can replay any of the minigames from the entire game. You can go right to any round of the kickball tournaments, any of the different levels of any of the different challenges. So if you for some reason have the desire to play any of those again, you can do that. We also have the bosses once again, and this will have all the different phases of Klungo, all of the different bosses from the entire game. And there's actually a Stop and Swap 2 achievement, guys. I'm not going to do this because I'm lazy, but there's an achievement to get to beat all of these bosses in a combined total of under 15 minutes. So, well, that's a thing. So here's an example. I'm fighting against the first round of Klungo right here. And as we begin the fight, you can see there's actually a timer at the top right. So that's going to keep track of how long this fight actually takes us. Thankfully, it doesn't actually count any of the cutscenes and stuff. It's just the fight itself. And what we have to do is go through each boss in the entire game, and once again, get a combined total of 15 minutes or less. So throughout all of the fights. And since it pauses during the cutscenes, you can imagine certain fights like the Hag 1, where there's a lot of cutscenes, it'll make it not take quite as long as you think. So 15 minutes is actually not that hard of an objective. Certain fights like the giant fish or patches can be kind of hard to do fast, but yeah, if you get 15 minutes, you will get a Stop and Swap 2 achievement. Now, that doesn't do anything in this game. There are some rumors that the Stop and Swap 2 items, or the Stop and Swap 2 achievements, actually affect the DLC content, downloadable content, from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. So when I do that Let's Play, if it does indeed affect it, I will point it out and show what you get for it. But in terms of this game by itself, getting the achievement is just going to pop something up on your screen, and that's it. So I'm not going to take the time to go through all that and grind out good times, but you guys get the point. There's also one more Stop and Swap achievement, which is to go to the bosses mode and die 40 times. So you have to go to the bosses mode, die 40 times, and you'll get another Stop and Swap 2 achievement. So those two achievements will round out the entirety of Stop and Swap 2. With those, you will have everything. So the last thing left to do in the entire game, guys, is the cinema mode. Now, most of this is just cutscenes we've already seen, but as far as I know, we never actually saw the character parade. I'm pretty sure that's a cutscene exclusive to the replay mode. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is finally, for the last time, sign off of Banjo-Tooie. I'm going to leave you guys with the character parade, and I will finally see you guys in the next series. Take care.